I was watching Seinfeld the other day and I saw this beverage being prepared by the character Elaine. At first glance, I asked myself, what is this? It's a beverage made of soda and chocolate? That got me curious. So I found out that the beverage is called egg cream. It's a curious beverage because although it's called egg cream, it doesn't have either cream or eggs. And then, looking at the internet pictures, I realized that it seems to be something close to the family of the milkshakes. But then, what is this egg cream anyway? Well, in the show, it seems that she's mixing something that looks like a chocolate syrup, milk, and seltzer. But what the hell is seltzer? Well, seltzer is a club soda, but without any of the minerals that has the club soda. So, egg cream has no eggs, neither cream?
So why do we call egg cream then? To answer that question, we need to dive into its history.
The origins of this drink is hard to track, but it's probably invented around the 19th century in New York. In this period, after the Civil War, the social inequality in Brooklyn was a big deal. The effects of the war on food prices lingered. Although there were post-war economic recovery, eggs and cream were expensive back there. And there were beverages made with them, such as ice cream soda.
But it was too expensive, and not everyone could afford that. So, what if you use milk that was expensive too, but you add some water or sparkling water to dilute it? It becomes quite affordable.
So, the egg cream was invented as a more accessible beverage. Most people agree that Louis Oster either invented or at least he helped to popularize the beverage by selling it for only 3 cents. Of course, today the price would be much higher. The idea was that by using the name egg cream, he could attract the people seeking these more expensive beverages like the ice cream float or the ice cream soda. One theory suggests that the name egg cream is a transliteration of the Yiddish phrase egg kim, which sounds like egg cream but translates roughly to pure sweetness. Given that New York City has a large concentration of Yiddish speakers, including Louis Oster himself, that theory makes some sense. All these theories complement each other and they kinda construct the myth of the creation of egg cream's current version. Nowadays, there are many other flavors too, like caramel, strawberry, but the classic one is chocolate.
And egg creams are always prepared with these fountains or bottles that hold the pressure inside. That's why people say that this beverage is an exclusive fountain drink.
Now, if we want to try this beverage, we can't recreate what our friend Louis Oster invented. Because he used versions of chocolate syrup, which the recipe he made himself and it was top secret and died with him. Even after that, the common versions use the You-Bet chocolate syrup and the seltzer, which probably were the alternative in that space-time where the beverage was created. Both are ingredients that I don't have access in here. And probably you do not have too. So I'm going for my local alternative, which are these. From what I've seen, the recipe followed this procedure. In a long glass, add 2 spoons of chocolate syrup. It's not very precise. I guess this is where you just eyeball. This is what's going to give the sweetness and it make it taste like something. Then you add 1 part of milk. That part can be 1/3 of the cup and it has to be a whole milk for this recipe because it's the fat of the milk that gives some richness to the beverage and it will help to structure the foam.
It's stated by Jerry Seinfeld in the series that the proper order is to add the chocolate syrup first, followed by the milk. Taste-wise, I didn't see any difference, but the downside of the milk first is that we can't make chocolate designs around the glass. So maybe commercially, to make it sexier, it's better chocolate first. But wait, where were we? Oh yes.
Then you complete it with seltzer, sparkling water, or club soda. I like the most sparkling possible. Now, mix everything. You need to mix by moving by the lower part of the spoon.
And it's done our egg cream.
It tastes like childhood chocolate milk, but cooler because it's sparkling. So I think the little Kai would enjoy this a lot.
It's simple, right? But some pre-established concept still bugs me. Why people say it's a fountain drink? Do I really need this soda fountain to prepare the beverage? What's the deal by using the canned sparkling water? So I did some experimentation. I want to see on an egg cream how is the difference between the canned club soda and the fountain. So I did 2 egg creams following the same steps, just changing the type of sparkling water. The first notable difference is the speed at which each cup is filled with sparkling water. The cup filled from the fountain feels slightly faster compared to the one filled from the can. Okay, the canned sparkling water had a much more aggressive reaction. I'll clean that, but look at the bubbles and the structure of the foam. You can see that this one can hold itself better than the fountain one. I gotta say that I prefer the foam from the can. So what's the catch then? Were they wrong to use the soda fountain? No, it's just a difference between the reality of home cooking and actually being in the food establishment. I believe it's just because it's commercially better. It's faster to prepare. Considering Louis Oster was selling for 3 cents, he had to sell many of these to make some profit. So it's focused on quantity. That said, and the chocolate syrup. If I would like to make it the most traditionally possible, should I prepare my own chocolate syrup just like our friend Louis did? Well, I did my version by mixing corn syrup and cocoa powder. This is good because I can actually control how much of sweetness versus chocolate taste I want in my final product. I prepared normally and it became very good. I should have taken note of this recipe. About the taste, I cannot confirm, but in terms of method, this is a much closer process of what Louis did. Conclusion? It's so easy to have egg cream nowadays, no matter what part of the world you are. I'll try that when I'll go to New York, but you don't need to wait to get there just to prove it. So why don't you try too?